Okay, so there's this guy at the bar. He's really cute, and I think I'm gonna try to say hi. He's right there. Wish me luck. Have you had the holiday special?
Huh?
The holiday special, have you had that? It's really good. I've had it before. So are you here on business or pleasure?
I'm here just trying to have a drink.
Well, I just got rejected by a guy, and this is the second time it's happened this year. You guys know that I'm looking for a man to spoil Run, okay? And just let me know, be honest, if I overdid it a little too much. I cooked for him every single night, and if he didn't like the meal, I would make him something different. I bought him his favorite Lego sets because he felt bad buying them for himself because they're so expensive. I was a giver in every aspect of our relationship. I created a Spotify playlist of his favorite songs. I scratched his head and back and cuddled him. I was the big spoon. Every single night he came over to my house. I would send him cute messages every single morning telling him how much I appreciated him and how attractive he was to me. All for him to tell me that I was a little too much in suffocating him and really not his physical type, but he was really glad that he gave it a go. My therapist is gonna have a field day with this one. So yeah, I'm back on the market, so who wants to break my heart next?
Is this a type of girl that you would date?
Possibly.
You know damn well that's a yes, possibly.
You said possibly to everybody so far, so I'm like,
No, I haven't.
well, not
No, I
us
haven't.
two. You said
Okay, possibly.
I said possibly to you too.
Yeah, you
I
did.
don't remember that.
Okay.
Rewind the tape.
What do you think about her?
She's decent, you know.
Would you date her like if you saw her outside?
No.
Why not?
I like my girls thick.
Age is just a number in my mind because I mentally feel younger than I am. So we're ageless. You're only as old as you feel.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
Age is just a number in my mind because I mentally feel younger than I am. So we're ageless. You're only as old as you feel.
Well, are you?
I feel young. I feel as young as these girls sitting at the table.
I'm still a little confused. I don't know if I'm just a little slow or something. I'm just confused. Ageless?
Yeah.
You got out of your 10-year relationship. You had to learn how to date again.
Yes.
You told yourself you would go on at least 21 dates to learn what you wanted.
Yes.
And you said you went on 45 dates last year.
Yes.
Got burnt out. Not interested in dating right now. So there's no guys in the picture right now?
No.
Zero.
Zero.
When's the last time you were on a date?
March, February,
Okay.
February. Yeah,
Nothing?
February.
No guys in the picture?
No, I get hit up
Even
on my
like a-
Instagram all the time. I get hit on,
Yeah.
but they live in other countries or on the East
Yeah.
Coast. They're not. It's
Not
not
even
real.
a fling type thing, casual, nothing?
No.
Okay.
Guys will be like, I've been going through a lot lately, and it's literally just like having to text you back. That's a lot to ask, ladies. We can't be asking these unreasonable. What are we gonna ask them next, to see us? No, come on.
Or maybe working a real job, fighting in global conflicts, and pretty much anything else that the world requires. Boys, welcome back to a segment I'm just calling Modern Women Are Cooked, a title that even here can seem a little generous, as cooking often implies something of value might just come out of it. Maybe charred or ashed would be more fitting in this case. Regardless, women all over the West are doomed. They try and laugh about how more than 40% of them will be single in the coming decades, but we all know that when the wall hits, they all perform the same way. The top comments for our first clip are, "I've been going through a lot lately and it's just having a job. Lady, OnlyFans doesn't make you an entrepreneur. I'm battling some stuff, and it's making dinner plans. How about you try and cook something first, Aubrey? I've been going through a lot, yeah, of women. You can hate Chads all you want, but you started this game. Barely mid women sure like to put down men a lot when they complain daily about things they cause themselves. The bar is on the floor. It really is. Next clip.
Does height matter in a guy? Oh, here we go. Height matters. 155. Whoa.
Straight up not true because I've never weighed more than 130 in my life.
Scale doesn't freaking lie, man.
Obviously, you have a broken scale, bitch.
Well, you got a broken body.
This guy is on fire lately, and it's not hard to understand why. Sure, this chick's weight is probably muscle given her frame, but it just goes to show that women have absolutely no solid requirements for men that make any sense. The second she wrecked the scale, precise measurements weren't enough to keep her from spiraling. But the real purpose of these things isn't the height or weight debate. It's to show the attitude that follows the slightest hint of confrontation. It shows how unhinged these chicks have become, unable to take the slightest bit of criticism without flying off the handle. The comments are, keep exposing these girls, bro. I second that. They hate when it's fired back at them. My thoughts exactly. 155 on her frame is obviously healthy. She looks slim as hell. You can't really knock her because she's not 130. Whoosh. Completely missed the point, man. It's all in the reaction. She just needs a shower. Broken body. It was a commendable roast. Plus, the thing is, these women go around begging for this attention. The problem is, they just get pissed off when it's not the attention they desired. Next.
I didn't go to college, but I still have the nicest car in the parking lot. No self-respect, though.
I'd ask why, but we all know the answer. The LonelyFans mob thinks that if they self-deprecate enough, somehow that will make even more people accept the fact that they're in the escort service industry. Lady, in the end, it's never funny, especially not for you. You might think that this supposed hustle will land you a nice man and solid income, but we've seen it all before, and newsflash, it never ends well. Leasing a car over your budget, which is funded by senseless depravity, isn't a flex. It's just kind of sad, and later, at least for us, kind of funny. Here are the top comments. My loss of dignity is worth a car is a crazy statement, and yet they make it every day. That's depressing as F. Yep. Do you realize the sewer side rate for SEX workers and corn stars are 40 times that of anyone else? I was trying to think of a way to censor that, but yeah, that's dark and true. The fact that society tries to make this an acceptable avenue for single moms and college chicks is gonna produce a major issue, more than it already does. Father figure has left the chat. OF may not last forever, but self-respect does. And that's why she's cooked. Next.
Does size matter in a guy?
Yeah, if you're short,
So here, hold this here. We're gonna measure your waist. Oh my, Jacob.
No.
42 inches.
Fuck, you guys are fucking weird as fuck.
You judge guys based on something they can't change. You're weird.
Back at it. I know that these chicks are picked outside of a club, so it's like shooting fish in a barrel. But it still never ceases to amaze me that some are confident enough to walk up for millions of people to discover how trashy they are, and for some reason be completely shocked when the plan to promote themselves violently backfires. The top comments are, she 100% cried that night. No question, but she did voluntarily choose to get demolished for the internet. This man deserves a beer. She got a deep voice. After the waist size discovery, this don't really surprise me. A waist can change though. And that's the point, lady. Women behave in a way where they look like Shrek, but then try and judge a guy for something that's impossible to alter. You clearly missed the point on this one, but I'm not surprised. It's always the 6s to 7s acting like this, lol. It's a real sickness. The ego can be a powerful thing in the hands of a feminist, but the end result is always pretty satisfying. To be fair, it is a hella weird and borderline harassment to randomly get in someone's personal space and start measuring their waist. You don't see girls approaching guys measuring their height or DICK. Actually, you do. And she volunteered, so get it together. Next clip.
I don't know what to do because I'm really scared I'm going to pass out. But I see a road below me that I've been able to hear for a while. And I'm thinking about going to the road, but I also don't want to get off the trail in case I pass out because I want them to find me. I really don't feel good. Oh, and I've been alone for a long time.
Gentlemen, I present you with the member of the same group that says they'd rather play with a full-grown grizzly than live honestly. Obviously, situations like this are quite serious, but there's one big thing that has to be pointed out. She has a phone. This woman, like most in the modern age, is so self-involved that she's using the last of her phone battery to try and go viral rather than call for help. You could seriously make this into a short story and it would perfectly represent every chick's journey to the wall. Guess the phone is only for recording. Boom, there it is. Thank you for your service. Find a bear to help you. That might have been how she started the journey, man. How could anyone know at this point? Strong, independent woman. Ask the bear for help. Keep calm and inform a trusted bear. In these situations, if you have low self-service, change your voicemail to a description of your situation with your approximate location so that if something happens, they'll hear it and find you. Wow, pretty helpful and clear advice. I'm sure all of the feminists will take this comment and do this exact thing. Moving on.
For the first time in years, just like a weight had been lifted off me, and I feel amazing. I'm so excited. My place is a mess. I haven't unpacked everything because, of course, you can't, and it's so small. There's nowhere. Like, I have to organize like crazy, but I feel really grateful. So it's been a couple of weeks. I've been moving and moving and moving, and now I'm finally all settled in to my new apartment. I'll do a little tour tomorrow, but it's just a short hello, and my very handsome boyfriend is making me dinner.
One eternity later.
So, the last few days have been super traumatizing for me.
Before she gets into the traumatizing, notice delete from, oh, even if your marriage is good, you need to find yourself, to all of a sudden she's moved out and already has a goddamn boyfriend, which insinuates that she already had a boyfriend when she was still living at home with her husband. But let's see how she feels about her situation 1 year later.
So, the last few days have been super traumatizing for me. My own fault.
Yeah.
It's always my fault. But anyway, I didn't know.
Probably.
Well, I guess I did know, but that I would have this really strong reaction.
Young or old, they are all getting cooked. It's the life cycle for them at this point. Women like this always follow the same course, especially when they decide to document it on social media. First, they have this manic happiness that comes from destroying their otherwise stable family. Then they find a Chad or Tyrone who will do a small dance to get in bed. And then finally, the dam breaks and all of their content is about how they live a life of constant misery. Lady, you did this to yourself, and nobody is going to run in and help you. The top comments are, she's a strong, independent woman living in her own place with the money she stole from her husband because she left him. Looks like the well dried up though. Thank God. I haven't unpacked everything is the understatement of her life. Truth. Why is this narrator disrespecting her? Millions of people meet someone new and end their marriage. It could even happen to him. I have no idea what video you were watching, ma'am, but it wasn't this one. She looks like she tried to get lip fillers with no lips. They always do. Next clip.
Who's the most famous person in your contacts?
Kanye West.
Kanye West?
Mm-hmm.
How do you know him?
He slid into my DMs.
He slid in your DMs?
Yeah.
Cap, FaceTime him.
Hey.
Let me see. Yo, Kanye, I love your music, bro. Oh. Wow.
The hustle is getting crazy out here. When I see things like this, I can't help but laugh so hard I almost fall out of my desk chair. How can someone be so vapid and confused that they'll listen to absolutely anything like this? Well, that one's a bit rhetorical because we all know why. Women are so hungry for money and status that they'll look at an impersonator and not question it. It's a type of behavior that is half ego and half greed, confident enough to think that they can bag a celebrity while also ravenous to the point of doing absolutely anything for money. Oh boy, here come the comments. That's Kanye East. Kanye left. Her at? Tell her I'm Drake. Easy now, calm yourself. That was Kanye North from eBay. That's not Yeezy, that's Glizzy. She lost that contact. That's Wanye East. Kanye less. Bro messed it up for her. He did no such thing. She already did that to herself by taking a role as the village sampler. Next.
So if you're making $50,000, don't date. I'm just being for real. You're not ready to date.
Again, I'm with you when
You're not ready to. You're not ready to date because courtship costs.
Okay.
Everything costs. You can go for 22 walks in the park. Eventually, shorty is gonna need a sip of something. She gonna be thirsty. This bottle of water is $3 in Atlanta. Let's not play. So if you don't have any expendable cash, don't date. And whatever that looks like for you, you might only make 50,000, but you live in a shoe, and now you got expendable cash. Or get you a bottom of the barrel bitch that's gonna date you when you have no money. If she doesn't have that expectation, and I'm gonna tell you this right now, enjoy it while it lasts, because eventually you're gonna wanna run. Because she doesn't stretch you, she doesn't make you the man that you need to become. She allows you to be this stagnant dude in the same jeans for days. You know what I'm saying?
Lizzo's crew member has been struggling after that recent lawsuit. It's almost always the women who look like a Macy's Day Parade float that have the largest demands. That's $1,000 dinner right there. The comments are, she brave looking like that and speaking that out. Fair enough. When I lock in and start to make $300K and date younger, let's not complain. If she weighs over 140, don't date. Too heavy for the scales of love. Meanwhile, she weighs 50,000 pounds. Those women are broke. Of course they are. But that's not going to keep them from raising the price, even though nobody is lining up to pay. Next clip.
They think they can survive without a man, be happy, but then when they're like 40, 50, 60 and have no kids and they're just alone, like, I don't think they are happy.
That's the same thing with men. Like, aren't men like all sad? Like, I swear most guys I talk to, it's like, oh, what's your like long-term goal? And it's like, I want to have a house and I want to have a wife and I want to like support them, and I'm like, that's your only goal and aspiration? Like, I feel like
beautiful.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
But I mean, I think everyone like really cherishes like relationships and stuff, and I think it's great. Like, obviously no one wants to be alone, but
why else are we here on earth if it's not to be with someone else and procreate and have kids?
yeah, I'm not arguing that.
Well, you quite literally are arguing against it.
And I think we all see why her walkout went viral. This chick takes pleasure in the sight of men suffering, and we all know where that road leads. The comments are, is this the one who ran out of arguments and cried with a question? Yep, and now we all see exactly why that happened. This one cried later, LOL. Her, you're a misogynist. Him, what is misogynia? Her, can I go? I don't feel too well. Me, literally working at a travel agency, selling travel to a group of lady friends who have never been married and have kids. They never will. And why? Because like I said at the start, these women are cooked. Many of them may not know it yet, but the wall comes for them all. I got no doubt we'll see most of them again real soon, just not nearly as proud of how it ended.
As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.